Welcome back again to Joe Stunner Boxing. So, Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis wins a 9th round TKO over Hector Luis Garcia. Bit of an unsatisfactory ending. Garcia either quit on his stool. He was buzzed very badly at the end of the 8th round. Either he quit or he was pulled out by his team. But either way, he retired, saying he couldn't see. But he was in the fight. He was in the fight up to, throughout, probably till the second half of the 8th round. The first round, neither man really did a thing. I think I gave it to Garcia on 1 or 2 punches, but I mean, they hardly threw anything. They were looking at each other, posing, feinting, both southpaws. Hector Luis Garcia had a very, very good 2022. He upset Chris Colbert, or Colbert, or however you want to pronounce it, who at the time was 16-0. And then that got him a shot at the WBA World Super-featherweight title. He beat Roger Gutierrez, 12-round unanimous decision. And then he moves up to take on Tank. So even though he quit, I mean, people are going to say, well, he lacks heart, whatever. But the guy's never ducked a challenge. And he remains the WBA Super-featherweight champ. But he couldn't get past Tank. And it was just a case of Tank having too much firepower and too much accuracy. Because as the rounds crept on, Tank was... He's very, very economical with his punches. He does fire very accurate punches, and he loves the hooks. I noticed that he was throwing a few to the body as well early on, which I always like to see. Garcia was kind of reacting, whereas Tank was the one doing the hunting. And Garcia did have some success. He was, landing his own punches. Steve Farhood, who was doing the unofficial scorecard for Showtime, he had the fight, I think, just about even after 8 rounds, or maybe had Tank 1 point ahead. I thought Tank was winning the rounds on weight of punch. I think after 8, I had it 5-3 to Tank. And even the 3 I gave to Garcia, they were probably closer than the rounds that I gave to Tank, if you see what I mean. But Tank, he's very deceptive in that he edges forward and you think he's out of range, and then he fires these sort of long looping, very hard punches, very sharp punches. There's nothing, I mean, he does go to the body, but a lot of his punches aren't that compact there, but they are so quick that he can get away with sort of wide shots. And his accuracy can't be doubted. He's very good at counter punching. And to be honest with you, Garcia, he had his moments, but he seemed to be, like I say, reacting to what was coming at him rather than looking to do the hunting himself. And overall, even though it was an unsatisfactory ending, it was against a good opponent. I mean, everyone was saying, "Oh, Garcia shouldn't be in the ring with Davis." I thought, no, he's earned the right to go in there. And fair play to him. He had the upset win over Colbert. He beat Gutierrez. He's a champ in his own right. If you want to be a great fighter, if you want to build a legacy and you want to make serious money, you got to move up, or you got to not necessarily move up in weight, but move up in quality. And that's what Garcia was doing. But Tank had too much, and now he'll be going after another Garcia, Ryan Garcia. And I have to say, I mean, Ryan neglected he actually rejected a warm-up fight. And his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, wasn't that happy about that. He said, you should really be sharpening your tools if you're going in there with a very accurate, very skillful killer like Davis, Gervonta Davis. And I would because there will be inactivity, that will play a part, I think, with regards to Ryan Garcia if the fight gets made with Tank Davis. I make Tank Davis a very strong favourite in that fight. And it's not that Garcia doesn't have skills, but I don't know, his commitment has been questioned. He has had issues outside the ring with his mental health, emotional health, whatever you want to call it. And I do think that that Tank, he really needs to stay busy. And this is a good fight for him, this win over Garcia, because if he does face Ryan Garcia, his tools will be sharp. And this is a good fight for him. This is a good win. It's going to look good. I think in retrospect, people will say, yeah, that was a good win. But what did you think? Did you see the fight? What do you think of Davis's win? I thought Tank, I always worry that he's being too economical with the punches. I'd like to see a bigger output. But he was going to the body. He was his usual accurate self, his usual heavy-handed self. Took 1 or 2 punches. Garcia's not really a big hitter, but although he did have Colbert on the floor. But I just thought that I'd like to see Davis maybe start a bit quicker, maybe fire a few more punches. But on the other hand, he's going to leave himself open to counters, I suppose, if he does that. But what did you think? Leave your points below if you want to make any in the comments section. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. That'd be great. Just hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. Hit the like button if you like the video. Thanks for your time. I like reading your comments. So leave whatever you feel about this fight. Where's Tank going? Do you reckon he beats Garcia? Ryan Garcia? What do you think about Hector Luis Garcia quitting? Did he quit? Was he pulled out by his corner? Leave your comments below, and thanks for your time as always. We'll speak again soon. Bye for now.